morning. This video is brought to you by Cutco Transportation. Now hiring Class 1 drivers in the residual division in Creston, West Kelowna, and Vernon. In the log division for highway log transfers and for logging. Yeah, also hiring in Kettle Falls, Washington, and Priest River, Idaho. And a dispatcher for night shift, IT manager, a logistics broker in Kelowna, a manager of driver training and development, remote sales logistics broker in Alberta, Manitoba, and Ontario. It's a beautiful day. Everything is wet and soggy. Cutco has given me this nice run. I actually really enjoy these oversized loads. They're a unique challenge and they're kind of fun. And you guys know me, I don't like doing the same boring thing over and over and over. You can see big chunks of snow falling off the trailer as things are thawing out. Hopefully we knock some more off as we drive down the road. I'll put you guys up on the mirror cam. With the roads being so messy, we might lose this camera early going, but we got the rear facing and the dash cam going as well, so should be all right. Gotta walk through the deep snow. I've already filled my boots up once. You guys all see that no parking sign right there, right? Do I read that right? Nice and gentle. Let's just make sure we're not stuck. Nobody coming behind us. And they're literally parked in front of bylaw enforcement car. At least one of them. Maybe one of those cars is bylaw. I don't see how they can get away with parking there. And wide. All right, let's get out of city here. Load this wide always sucks, but we're early enough in the day that there's not a lot of traffic. Should be fairly smooth getting out of here. I think I can just go straight and take that intersection. That would be better. Let's go for it instead of taking this turn here. I've got to go in the snow or else my trailer's not going to make the corner. Okay, that worked. Red light, perfect timing as well. I like it. Try to get some heat in here. I don't like being that close to those lines or power poles. take both lanes. There's nobody behind us. Whenever there's power line poles, anyway. Power line poles, street lamps. Skaha Lake Road we're on. Walmart right beside me here. Spent a lot of my years working in that Walmart. Actually, I worked in the Walmart before this in the same yard when it was still a mall, before this one got built. I helped build this Walmart. Doing good. This is a good choice. During a busy work day, this would not work. It is 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Everybody's at church or at home. But trucker's life. Leaving for work Sunday morning. Only reason I have to leave this early is I have to get this load to Chilliwack before sunset, half an hour before sunset. I don't like that pole there at all. We're going wide. Nobody beside us. We're doing good. Because we're wide enough load, this load can only drive during the day unless you have 2 pilot cars. At night you would need 2 pilot cars. During the day I need no pilot cars till Abbotsford. After that I need a pilot car during the day as well. So that's why we're going to meet up in Chilliwack like we've done in the past with a pilot car, and then the pilot car follows us into North Vancouver. North or just Vancouver? I think we're just going to Vancouver, right? Not North Van, just Vancouver. GPS says we'll arrive at 2:30 in Chilliwack. It's about the right timing. It's going to take longer than GPS says, so sunset is at 4:30, so by 4 o'clock we have to have this load stopped. Is plus 1 degree Celsius down here. It's going to be slippery up over top. Let's go around the pedestrian. Come on, green light. Oh, there it is. Whew. hard little climb up Highway 97. Try to get as much of the snow off the trailer and truck as I could, but there'll be some that's blowing off. But it is all soft, soggy snow. There's no hard ice on anything, so when you have the hard ice on stuff and you can't get it off, that sucks, because you're worried that while you're driving, all of a sudden that hard ice layer will lift off and hit a car. And it's like, you gotta avoid that as much as possible. I've been outside with a hammer just banging away at the ice. Get it all loose and knocked off. Beautiful Skaha Lake. Nice overcast day. It was snowing pretty hard yesterday. But the temperatures are going to be pretty warm down in the valley and in the lower mainland. It's just the passes I'm worried about. They're going to be freezing and thawing, getting very slippery. I was hoping for a little bit more warmer temperatures so all the ice and snow would fall off. It's barely getting knocked off. It's not as much as I wanted to have knocked off, but it's okay. I think when we get to the lower mainland, it's supposed to be raining there. It'll all get knocked off there. Unfortunately, I got to untarp in the rain. Yippee! Speed construction. That's just the on the side of the road. Okay, we're fine. They're working on that rock slide area there. We drove down on the bottom there on that old Penticton road. I called it some crazy shortcut home with our pickup video if you want to see us driving down there. Penticton looks pretty small up here, but if you go to that video, you realize Penticton is actually quite a large town. Bigger than what you see here. hard little climbs, but we got an even harder climb coming up right after this Cleedon intersection. Okay, we're exiting onto Highway 3A from 97. Sometimes Highway 3A can be confusing because what section of 3A? Up by Nelson there's a section of 3A as well, right? When they say Highway 3A closed, that what section of 3A is closed? Let's get into the slush, why not? Slowing it right down. Slowing it down, down, down to 50 kilometers an hour. Still slowing down. It is beautiful in the snow. Don't get this much snow here very often, so it's kind of nice to have the snow. We just need the snowpack on top of the mountain now. So we need the snow. Absolutely need it. like that. That was good for that car. Slowed right down and then passed me with the closing rate being really decent. I'm a fan of that. That was a good job. It's one of my rules. When you catch somebody that's really slow, slow down, stay behind them, and then pass them at a slower closing rate. You could just zip by them at full speed, but what if they make a sudden move at the last second and turn? There's no going back from that. You're done. Almost, well, not the top, but we get a little break. You got one more climb and then we're at the top. What would you call this little pass? Olala Cleeden Pass? Twin Lakes Pass? I bet it has an official name. Get our speed up and ready for the next little hill. The road's starting to get cleared up. There's still slush. I'm running in the slush because I'm a wide load. But it is getting cleared up. Still 1 degree Celsius, just kind of, even with the climb, it's just sitting there. Although here we must have had quite a bit of wind because a lot of the snow is knocked off the trees. Top of this last little bit, Twin Lakes. Nice little convenience store, nice little bakery. Highly recommend the little bakery. Really good food there. always find it looks so different with all the snow. It can be the same highway, but looks completely different. Alright, we're at the top. So Twin Lakes is not referring to this little pond here on the right hand side. The actual Twin Lakes are just down the road to the left side here. That's the convenience store and the bakery right here on the right hand side. But on the left hand side you see the golf course, and then right after the golf course there's the exit to Twin Lakes. And it's a small town built around two lakes. Unfortunately, the town sucks those lakes right dry in the summer. The golf course takes a lot of it too. And now we're approaching Yellow Lake. I think we're gonna call it a day right at the end of Yellow Lake here. I'm gonna pull in over there and just check my truck over, make sure there's no ice or anything like that covering my lights and my load and all of that. A good stopping point right after Yellow Lake here. The little lake on the right hand side is part of Yellow Lake. The road just kind of goes through the lake. But here's the majority. Oh, lots of people out there ice fishing. I think more people than I could count on my hand. Probably going to be more along the lake. I see footprints of where people were ice fishing. I see a shack way down there. Ice fishing shack. Look at all the vehicles. They're all on the lake somewhere. I see another hole there. Oh, another setup. They're blending right in on the other side. With the dark rocks on the edge of the other side. The people, most of them are standing near the edge on the other side. Ice fishing. Yeah, to count everybody on the ice, I'd have to use all my fingers and toes. Okay, we're gonna just pull right into this rest area here. I always forget that there's a rest area here, but if you're trucking through here, this is a good spot to stop. All right, I'm out of here. You guys rock.